what do you, before we move finally away from this story? So I was discussing this Atiku declaration with a politician yesterday, and he said, "What if all of this declaration? What if we're talking about a strategy here? ADC has, in a way, started their journey with some funny strategies. First, nobody knew ADC even existed. They were touting, everybody was touting SDP, 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 SDP. Before you know it, ADP surfaced. Nobody saw them coming. What if Atiku's declaration is also a strategy?
See, I don't trust any politician, whatever party they are from here, to where this microphone is.
That's too short.
It's very short. I know a very strong PDP stalwart, very strong, very, very strong, who has declared support quietly for the president.
And he's a strong PDP.
Very, very strong. Very, very strong. Because of the Yoruba factor. I can't say. Very strong, very strong. And he's touting himself, even if care is not taken if he was zoned to whatever, if care is not taken as a possible chairman. I don't trust all these people. I don't trust them. I'm sorry. I don't trust them. There is nothing to prevent Atiku from making a deal with the current president.
Oh.
Yes. I'm not saying there is, but always remember at the end of the day, they are friends, and politicians always think of themselves. If supposing Atiku now discovers that I'm not likely to be accepted to run, there's nothing stopping him from doing a deal with it. It's not going to be over till it's over. Let us take our minds back, Sheriff, to the APC convention. Look at the chances that were given to Tinubu. See how he swept everything. Look at Fayemi. Today he's sitting with the ADC. Next thing he says, no, I'm back in the APC. I don't trust all these people. I don't trust the likes of Aregbesola. I don't trust them. So nobody should get unduly excited. Yes, or say you want to do one analysis. You cannot do an analysis where you don't know for sure where people stand. These people, at the end of the day, they are businessmen.
They're businessmen.
They're businessmen. And for some of them, the business they do is politics. And businessman means you must make profit. For self. Forget all the rhetoric you talk. You say, look at the people the camping now. So you know, I'm extremely wary of saying that. Because ADC, as far as I'm concerned, looking at it critically, is same of same. It's full of some APC people and some disgruntled PDP people. There's a very strong indication that the SDP had the president's hand in it.
Okay.
Yes. Look at some of the top SDP people. See the way they swung. Look at the way they swung towards the end of the election. So I'm not. And the president is an astute politician. And one thing I know about President Tinubu is that it's what is needed that we will give it. That's a direct translation of it is what it needs, we will give it, which is a direct translation of Ukotubagbalamafun. So talking seriously, I don't trust all these people. Some of them, and oil license alone will swing them.
Where does that leave the average Nigerian voter? Because the voter thinks that he or she is going to go and vote for his preferred candidate, not knowing that perhaps the preferred candidate has sold everything to the highest bidder.
The voters should realize that you cannot leave elections in the hands of the politicians. They should be resolute. Nigerians haven't suffered enough. When we have suffered up to a point, even the people you think you can use against them will say, no, we are suffering too. Leave that one. I just hope we are not pushed to that point. I just hope Nigerians will wisen up They should wisen up. Don't do any nonsense. Follow your leader. Think things out and look for the people, because in between all these two, you still have people of little integrity here and there. And it should start from the local governments. How come one party in all the 36 states is a party in power that wins all the seats in local government? It shows Nigerians are not thinking, they couldn't be bothered. No, it starts from there. It starts from there. And they shouldn't allow themselves to be intimidated.
Indeed. Let's move on. Let's move on quickly. We've got other stories here. Let's go to the news page, the Metro of the Punch.
Well, the Metro is just an excuse to highlight this story, to get this story. And that is the story that says that airport officials arrested for planting drugs in pilgrims' bags. It's followed up by a full-page story in the Trust, which says how drug syndicate framed 3 Nigerians detained in Saudi Arabia. Now, when I had, many years ago, I was called by a very senior retired general one day, and they said, Disu, I hope this one that you are making so money all over the place, you know how you travel. I had been warned that there's a possibility that some things can be put in your bag so that you'll be caught abroad, because of my advocacy. Okay, so I found a way of handling my luggage. I'm not going to say that here. So I thought it was just for political reasons that it could happen to people, because it does happen. Only for me to discover from this story now that there is a syndicate. The NDLEA arrested 5 members of the Nigerian Skyway Aviation Handling Companies over their role in planting illicit drugs in travelers' luggage at Malam Aminu Kano Airport. The agency discovered that the suspects were part of a syndicate that implicated 3 innocent Nigerians who are currently being detained in Jeddah after completing the lesser Hajj. The NDLEA disclosed that the 55-year-old Mohammed Abubakar, also known as Bello Karama, and 5 other members of the syndicate, they've been taken into custody. And so what they did was to plant drugs in those people's luggage. The story is very long, so you might want to go to the Trust. That's where you get the full story. How the syndicate framed the citizen. It was said that Marwa received complaints from the families of the 3 victims, and the story is very, very long about how the whole process went through. But the whole thing, I think, is done. Only God knows why. Go look for the Trust and the Punch. That's where you found these true stories.